All right. How's it going today, everyone? Welcome. Happy Thursday day. um, so Spasm just crashed on me. Joy. Well, whatever. Pigeon 3 with that just crashed on me. So I guess we're gonna debug that quick and figure out what happened because now we don't have stream chat. Joy. But otherwise we're gonna pick up where we worked or we left off yesterday. So what the hell happened here? This is probably... Oh. Okay. Undefined symbol, purple conversation manager, get default. I thought that was using the Flatpak. Alright, whatever. We'll go. How's it going, Ivanhoe? Welcome. And maybe depressed. Hello. How are you all? Yeah, so we got to pick up the cell manager stuff from last night yet, which we're close on. Ooh. So the plan is I'm going to take a break at, I don't know, 5 o'clock or something. We'll cut off. I got some errands I got to go run, and then we'll come back on at the normal stream time. So, again, those who are like, what the hell are you doing here during the day? I'm underemployed now. I'm not unemployed. I'm underemployed. So, yeah. As I'm looking for work, stuff like that, there's going to be more of me on Twitch, because, yep. What else am I going to do? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We don't want to do that this way. That's better. Okay. Where are we failing? Connection. Let's say 296 or something. No, 926. Purple core equals null. Core equals purple core, get default. Actually, we can just do it this way. Core, get conversation manager, purple core, get defaults. Oh, that's definitely not what I wanted. 896, there's just gonna be a bunch of this. That's the first problem, but that's okay. $785. $605. But how's everyone doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. Do we have multiple managers here? We do not. Okay. Plugin 108. Oh. Fix that while we're here. It was live and it's not DGen hours in the UK. Yeah, so let's wrap up the day. Awesome. As I was just saying, so I'm currently underemployed. They cut back on my hours at work. And so I've got a lot more time, but I've got a lot less pay too. So I'm gonna be here more on Twitch until something changes. But yeah, and likewise, you know, since I am now underemployed, any donations, subs, whatever, would be greatly appreciated. Because yep, I'm gonna have to start dipping into savings real soon. Because I didn't get much of a heads up on this, and I wasn't exactly above water. So, yep. Fun times. 5:39. But yeah, I'm going to try to not, like, talk about that stuff too much because I know it's going to get irritating. But, like, so the Mastodon post for this stream today. Alright, so it said, this day stream is brought to you by me being underemployed. If you have some leads, please reach out. Right? But I'm not trying to harp on it too much because I know that kind of stuff gets irritating, but... Thank you very much, Life's Faded, for the 40 months. Greatly appreciate it. I just fixed 539. Purple core. Oh. It's like, oh, wait, there's an extra get in there. 376. That's the wrong file. Is it? Protocol conversation. What did I say? 376? 376. We just have one manager here. Yes. Oh. Connection 510. Okay, Ninja Queen, Ninja Mason Dev M Pidgin 3 minus P PWD / source. Hello? Yeah, okay, cool. So now we work again. Woo! I need to rebuild the flat pack and stuff, but yeah. Update for the core / manager API changes. You played that game? Well, I didn't mean Halo. I was more like Hollow, but yeah. Sure, why not? Oh, sorry. Speaker asks, suppose Pidgin started today in now time. Right now, would you be doing it in Rust, doing it in C? I don't know Rust, so I would be doing it in C. Like, you don't build huge projects that you're going to maintain for a long time in a language you're just learning. That's, it's not a good way to build things. It's a good way to build a lot of legacy code and, or, tech debt and, like, spin your wheels redoing things again and again and again. Yes, this is my daytime right now. How's it going, Subuntu? Welcome. Wow, everybody redeemed first, second, and third. That doesn't happen often. Oh, we got a hype train going too. Woo! Oh, I need the flat pack build command. Read me. What? All right. Let's do that here. There we go. Oh, this is still GNOME 48. Oh, we should bump this to 50. It doesn't matter. Pidgin's doing gnome 50. But we make it 50, it's fine. Although I should... Yeah, I'll kill this. Run this again. Date the flat pack runtime to gnome 50. Alright, so now... Hello? Sweet, okay. Now we need to get this back into the stream. And do that whole shenanigans.
I guess this doesn't count towards a hype train, or does it?
It doesn't, unfortunately, but thank you very much for the $10. Greatly appreciate it. If you did bits, it would have, but the donation stuff, like, bits are supposed to be Twitch's donations. But like the Streamlabs stuff is, you know, different, so. Yeah. Alright. Properties. That's right. I wanted to make a plugin to change this. Oh, I can change this. Okay. All right. So we're going to cheat here, right? But what I want to do is I want to add a way so that you can set a custom title. Maybe we'll do it via the command line. We should do that quick. So I can say like Pidgin stream, right? So I can find the window easier because right now it's a real pain in the butt. Pidgin display window, go here. So I can cheat right now and I can just say title, Pidgin 3 stream. Or Pidgin 3 stream. Okay. Now I can actually find this in OBS without having to grab every other window. In theory. I might have to close this and reopen this. Boom, there we go. Okay, so now I can resize this to fit the rest of the stream again. Okay. Testing. Alright, there we go. Fun times. Yep, have a good one, sweetheart. Good luck with your exam tomorrow. Hope you do well. Alright, cool. The title thing I kind of want to do now, but we'll see. Oh yeah, alright, either way, spasm's fixed. Yay, good. Good times. Alright, merge that quick, CDP, Pidgin, clean, HE up default, CD build, HE pull, 90ZU, 4533, 4533, RBT lamp myself, 4533. Oh crap. Oh no, okay, I'm still using the old flat pack, or an older flat pack. I'm like, are we gonna get sounds for everything now? No, we won't, because that's not in the build for the flat pack. It's not that there's a problem with sounds, but like we don't have a way to turn them off yet, and we don't want a million sounds during the stream. Because that would be too much. Too much. Are we getting close to it? Oh yeah, look at that. 21 more to go. Ish. Oh, we are not going to stand all day like we did last night. maybe we'll bring the stand desk out again, but not right now. My feet hurt so bad after the stream last night. What's going to do, Hive? We are working on Pidgin Instant Messenger. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you use it, maybe you used to use it, maybe you know it by its old name, a game. But that's what we work on here. So we are working on Pidgin 3 Alpha 2. Trying to get this damn thing out the door. And actually usable. Did QLogic update that thing yet? No. Okay. More functions, use glist model. Okie dokie. Find plugin with state. Alright, well, we'll see what you did here. glist model, fine, cool. I'm so glad we don't do this anymore. It's multiple variables defined on this or declared on the same line. Is this the find function? Oh, this is load dependency. Okay, yeah, so it has no dependencies, so we just get out of here. Okay. Oh, right. It's the plugin itself that returns the dependencies. So, okay. I was going to say, it seems like we should make this always return a list model if it's empty. But if it's a plugin itself, then we don't necessarily have control of it because it comes from the plugin info property or the plugin info class. There's not much we can do. So a Pidgin is... It can be a language, yes. There are many different Pidgin languages out there. The program is named Pidgin because of IM speak, like, you know, ASL even, I can't think of any other weird things, but like THX for thanks, or 10X for thanks, and whatever, right? Those are all Pidgin-like languages things. So we named this project in 2007. So it's had the name for a very long time. When did we actually register this? Now I'm curious. Oh, we don't know, but well, it expires in August. We're gonna have to renew it then. But yeah. Oh, yeah. So I don't know. I don't remember when we actually renewed it, but we've had the name since 2007. But the project goes back to 1998. Plugins is what? Oh, okay. Might be clearer to always create the list and then check if it's empty the end and then free it and return null instead. Thoughts? Actually, yeah, this should warn. Should throw a G warning if plugins is null. Alright. This will throw a G warning if plugins is null. Returns. I'm sure we need to link to the type. Plus, this is a list model. Plus, this turns a G list model, not a G list store. Like, yes, it's a G list store, but like the callers don't know that. They're not supposed to know that. Again, probably easier. Just create the list and check the number of items at the end. Throw a G warning. This is testing, find with state. G plugin doesn't use burb, does it? It's fine. I don't think we pulled that in. We haven't done a whole lot with G plugin in a while, which is fine. Just yeah, I don't know if we want to pull in burb or not, but maybe we do not. Okay, that's fine. Should use G assert finalize object. Although it doesn't really matter, but it's okay. How does this? Oh, because it returns null. I'm like, how does this work? With just changing the type. Because it just asserts null. So okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. What doesn't? Like doing one of the G object type casts on anything should do a G warning on a null, right? Because it's going to say isn't whatever type. Now, assuming this doesn't get optimized out. I don't remember if that was the case or not. Did they change that? That used to definitely do that all the time. Oh, Gplug doesn't use burp. Okay. Weird. Like, this definitely used to throw warnings. Well, so like the whole reason we had like if you remember, we just deleted all this stuff about where's the manager stuff? So all these get model or as model. All of these did this specifically to avoid this error. Like, that used to be a thing. So I don't know if that changed somewhat recently. So if they became null safe. But they used to warn all the time about object isn't or you know, isn't a G object or something. Like, I'm really confused by this, so let's do this. I guess we'll try Trixie, but it might be older than that. Oh, libglib, not G-object. Oh, I need them too. Better have an empty list returned in the load dependencies function. I mean, I think we're okay to still return null, because null gives you a fast check, right? Just like the rest of the code, like doing the lazy initialization to avoid an allocation. I don't know, right? I don't know. I always feel like lazy lazy allocations always just lead to more complicated code. Right, so like every time you're checking to see if it's null or whatever, where it's like, yeah, just create it and then throw it away if you don't need it. But like, I don't know. It just doesn't really matter. When did this stop becoming a problem? I should have done no install recommends. This would have been faster. I'm still super confused by this because, like I said, this used to be a problem. How's it going, Surly? Welcome, welcome. How are you? When did this change, man? Was before Bookworm Wheezy? Or this is the last one we're gonna try. We're not gonna go further than this. Went for a drive in your car after work, got a Thai takeaway, and sat and ate it by the seat. Nice. Fun. Alright, whatever. Is path not set? Oh, this is Wheezy's super old. Alright, so Buster, thank you. No, Bullseye, Bullseye. It was Buster, Bullseye, Bookworm. Right? And damn them for putting 3 B's in a row. Or Bookworm, yeah. Too many B's. Yeah, Wheezy's much older. I went Jesse, something, Wheezy, Buster, Bullseye, Bookworm, Trixie, Forky. That's how old Wheezy is. Okay, I don't know. I give up. That used to totally be a thing. I swear it was. Apparently, I'm misremembering. So there's like define type, begin or something. I don't remember where this is. Yeah, okay. Define type, extended, begin. Begin pre. Begin register. Where the hell's the rest of this? That's the function pointers. Oh, I'm looking at define. I want declare. Right? Yeah, okay. So this calls... There's the get type function, declares the structs, auto pointer cleanup, module object name, G pointer, return G type check, instant cast. No warning will be issued if instance is null, and null will be returned. When the hell did that happen? What line is this? 528. How to reserve fundamental IDs for GTK types. Well, either way, this is old as shit. Alright, I guess that was an assumption I had. That was wrong. That line hasn't changed in 26 years. So, I was apparently very, very wrong. Good times. Yeah, the return as is fine. I'll go drop the issues. Apparently, this never warned. Not sure where I got that idea from. But that line hasn't changed in G-Object since May of 2000. Not a typo. Yep. That's the thing, right? I thought that was the case, but it's like, let me try, and nope, that is not the case. Make mistakes, it happens. Yeah, so check this out. Having a greenhouse in a greenhouse, it was 107.5 degrees in my greenhouse, which, what did I say, is 42C, I think. Which is hot. Yeah, 42C. Good times. Okay. We got spasm fixed. That was good. That was done. I guess we're back to the sound stuff. Oh, we want to do the title. I wonder, does that make more sense as a preference? Like, we're not even setting the window titles. Yes, I like greenhouses. Greenhouses all the way down. Plus, if you look at that picture too, I took the lid off the tray finally because the things aren't starting yet. But so this rack that this is on is a greenhouse. It's got a cover that goes on it. This has the greenhouse lid to keep that moisture and everything in. So I have a greenhouse. This greenhouse, right, with the lid on it, is in the greenhouse here that I have the flap open so I can get into it, which is in a bigger greenhouse, which I don't think I have a picture of handy, but it's in a big 8-foot by 10-foot greenhouse. So like 2.5 meters by 3.5 meters. Making you think NTP died? Yep. I said last night I'm going to be on today because I'm underemployed and can't work today because I'm already at my hours for the week. I'm done for the week. I was done yesterday. Because I'm at my new max hours, which is not enough hours. So the only other thing is to go and stream. Do. Boom, 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 boom. So, all right, anyways. I don't know, what do we think? If we're going to put a custom title on the windows, or allow somebody to put a custom prefix on the title, should that be a preference? Or should it be a command line option? It's really only a developer. Well, I suppose it could go in the developer options. What is this, bro? We are working on Pidgin Instant Messenger. It is a universal chat client that lets you talk to all of your chat networks from a single interface. And we are working on it, making it go. Yeah, exactly right. That's why I'm thinking putting it in the developer settings would make more sense. Seems to backside chat for with what? No, this is like, okay, so you see the chat that's above me? That's Twitch chat, right? That's Twitch chat from Pidgin. So here's Pidgin, right? This is the Pidgin client, and the chat that's above me is Twitch chat. It's live. Right, it's gonna be like, hiya. It's still a work in progress here, but, right? But then you can also add other chat networks like Discord and Slack and all sorts of other stuff. And then you just use it all from the same interface. This is skimmed down for chat, right? But then, so this is a demo protocol we have, which is apparently not on. No, it should be on. Why is it saying it's offline? Oh, because of that problem. So leave echo, go to the contacts, open echo again. Okay, cool. Now it's back on. Be like, so echo responds back to you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, yep. Yeah, I saw the Sam Altman thing. It's not surprising. All right. So yeah. So not that we're gonna do it right now, but we have the development options. We can, say custom window prefix, and then I can set that for my stream one, and then I don't have to do this shit by hand. Oh, we didn't get this before. We'll have to fix that later. ChatGPT told you he's developing a chat app, Pidgin, modifying code, compile it, and test it into live. Yes, exactly. Although that's pretty much what I just said, so not sure why you had to go to ChatGPT, but whatever. A developer option to set a prefix for window titles. While working on Pidgin 3, I often have multiple instances running, and it would be handy if I could add a prefix to the window titles to keep them sorted. This should be a string preference that is available on the developer preferences page. Small CPW task Pidgin okay. 126 where people ask what is hi to bots. Sure. Okay. So we got an issue for that. Cool. We'll come back to that. And this we're gonna have to look at because apparently part of that got messed up in the property stuff, which is not expected. Or not unexpected. I thought we checked for that, but apparently didn't. Alright, so stuff we have left in the sound manager. What we want to do to test. Alert's too loud. Login will be okay, I guess. I don't know. Wire is fine. All right. So what we want to do, right? So right now, the sound stuff works to the point where we should get a sound when I send a message. Cool, right? The thing we have to do yet is we have to add the override so that people can set custom sounds. And now he has a cat in the way. Hi, mister. You're still early. You have a few treats in there. Good. Ugh. There you go. Ugh. Okay. So what we want to do when we bind the settings, we want to say G settings bind something, I forget. Bind with mapping or something? With mapping. Ugh. Okay, so G settings bind with mapping. Settings. Oh, that shouldn't be a string. New message. What do we call this thing? File or something? Please send thoughts, prayers to whichever gods you worship. Xanax and booze. It's time for your code review call with the new devs. Feel migraine come out? Oh no. Good luck. Good luck. File name. Alright, and then this is going to be manager, comma, new message, file name. We haven't actually created that property yet, have we? I don't think we did. G binding flags, G settings, bind default. We got get mapping and set mapping. We should be able to reuse this. Pidgin sound manager. Bind get file name. Or it should be map. Sound manager map set file name. User data. I don't think we have user data. And then destroy notify. No. Okay. Alright, catch you later. Gopinath. Welcome on. Have a good night. We have to do the new message file name, which we didn't even do yet. Prompt new message stream. Yeah, okay, so we have the type there. We've got to do this. We need to change this to say new message stream, not file name. It's okay. Does Pidgin handle VoIP or is it just chat? Yes and no. It depends on what voice and video you're trying to do. Also, Pidgin 2 doesn't do a great job of it, but we're working on it for Pidgin 3. So, yeah. Like, for Twitch, I was trying very hard to find a way to make it work without the web frame or the web view, but they don't make it easy. And we haven't gotten there yet, but we'll see. But the idea is that, you know, you'll be able to watch streams and stuff in Pidgin as well. Like, I'm not trying to subvert ads or anything. Like, you know, as a streamer, yeah, go ahead, play the ads, right? But like, they just don't make it easy because of that stuff, and botting and view counts and all that stuff. Like, it's fine, but it's also a pain in the butt. So, yeah. Case prompt new message stream G value set object Pidgin sound manager get new message stream. But like Amazon Chime, the guy working on that did a lot of work to make it work. Stuff like that. As we get close, as Pidgin 3 gets closer and closer to a general release, we'll be spending a lot more time on it. We're just not we're not very far in it right now because there's a lot of other stuff to do. But Pidgin 2 kind of does for XMPP, and people have kind of shoehorned it in other ways, but all those APIs were designed at a very, very, very different time. Stream to play. 4 new messages. If this is null, the default sound will be played. So much easier to type when I'm not standing. GTK media stream. Oh, we have to do that. I have to be a little bit smarter on this. If manager new message message stream, or if not, GTK is media stream. Right, so they passed in null, which is fine. Then we say manager new message stream equals GTK media file for resource. Why don't we do this? Where is it? Resource path. Yep. Okay, cool. How's the sound work coming along? We're getting there. So the sound manager stuff is here. Right now we're making it so you can override the new message sound via settings. We don't have the settings window built yet, but we can control all this via the settings file. And yep. So I should get 2 errors right now. Okay, or more. Yep, those 2, yep. Get new mess. Oh, I need to put these in the header file. It's the stream for the new message. New message sound. If that stream is null, then the default sound will be used. The preference binding might get weird, but we'll see. Get new message stream. It's the media gets a stream. Will be used for new message events. Transfer none. There shouldn't ever be null. The stream for new message events. All right, now we're down to the 2 errors. And then unused on 288. Oh. I just didn't implement this. Okay. Oh, now we have to do the mapping functions. Woohoo! These are annoying. You stink, mister. I think you just used the litter box because you stink. Static. I don't even know. Get mapping. Oh, you guys can't see. Slater's right here. G boolean. That's right. Static G boolean. G value, star value, comma, G variant, R variant, and then data. You saw the tail? Okay. Does Pidgin have their own sound or using platform? We've had our own sounds for a long time. We should probably update them for Pidgin 3, but I'm not super worried about it right now. Like in theory, we could use platform sounds. That might be an option that we turn on for this too, right? But like in Pidgin 2 and stuff, we had sound themes and all sorts of other themes and stuff. We might bring that back. I don't know. But like it was in the way as we were trying to get everything done. So yeah. Right, that's a returned value. So this is the variant is from the setting. Okay. So we use this somewhere. Wait, well, we use this a bunch of places. Okay, so G variant get string return. Okay. Counts car star file name equals null. File name equals G variant get string. Oh, length. Oh, return value for length. Yeah, we don't care. Variant, comma, null. If verbster is empty file name, then we'll come back to that, but we gotta do this real quick before I forget. So if it's empty, then we say stream. Oh, we'll say if it's not empty. Yeah. Because then we'll let the setter do the work, so we don't have to do it multiple times. We say stream equals GTK media file for file name. New for file name. Okay, yep. New for file name. Oh. File name. Oh, no, this has to do both. Oh, no, this is fine. Right, yeah, okay. So then we can say G value, set object value, stream, G clear. No, that's right. This should give it a reference. That's fine. We return true. Okay, that should work. Oh. Okay, cool. Set file name's the same deal, but the other way. Now, the other way might be a problem. But we'll see. G settings, new with mapping. Oh, G settings bind with mapping. Set function, const G value. Oh, okay. Yeah, this one gets a little different. Oh, let's just copy from the other guy. Pidgin sound manager map set file name. What do we call it over here? I always call it ret. G variant new string. Okay. If the expected type is not a string, we return null because we don't know what the hell you want. Otherwise, we are going to say so the crappy part is the media stream itself could be anything, and we can't necessarily pull a file name out of this. Right, because play and stuff is all based on the implementation. This is all just mostly behavior. There's not even like a title or anything, which is silly, but yeah. Get loop, get air, ended, duration. Yeah, all right. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to check if it's a media GTK media file. So we're going to do GTK media stream star stream equals null. Stream equals GTK or G value get object value. If GTK is media file stream, then right, we're gonna fail to return that. That's fine. Then we're gonna say media file. This should have get URL or something, I hope. Get file returns the file that self is currently playing from. Okay. Yeah, so this is a little annoying, but it's okay. G file star file equals null. File equals GTK media file get file. GTK media file stream. Okay, cool. Now we've got a G file. I don't know how to check if it's a URI or what. If the G file was constructed with an invalid URI, an invalid URI is returned. Return string should be free with G free when no longer needed. Caller of the method takes ownership of return data. Okay, but like, well, in theory, this should always just be a file name for us. Oh, but this is gonna get messed up. Okay, well, let's see what happens here. It's the local path name for G file if one exists. If none, null. This is going to be an absolute canonical path. It might contain symlinks. I guess we want path. What was that? All right. Like I thought that was transferred on. G variant, new string. Is that what it is? Yeah, new string. All right, in theory, that's it. The resource will get a little weird, but that's okay. We'll have to see what happens. Oh, yep. Get new message stream missing. Didn't I put that in there? I must have typoed it. Sound manager H78. I typoed sounds. Do 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 do. Okay, so sound works. Cool. New message file name equals homegran p Pidgin slash login dot wave. Oh, I didn't delete that yet. Sweet. So we just changed the sound, right? And then get rid of that. Nice. The 4 swans are passing through. Time to go. Have a good rest of the stream. Yep, we will. I have no idea what that reference is. The 4 swans. That one's new to me. But either way, have a good night. Catch you later. Oh, you updated your pull request too. I should look at that quick. Ooh. Okay, but yeah, so that's easy peasy. And yeah, going back to default, setting that to null didn't actually make a difference because it didn't have to redo the settings because it's just back to the default. So yeah, 2222, cool. Oh, that's the swans. Gotcha. Okay. I was like, yeah, it's 2222. What's your point? And then, yes, a 2 looks like a swan. I got it. I'm a little slow sometimes. It's fine. It's funny here too because like a lot of people think 1111 or 2211 is a big, or 2311 actually is a big thing because it's 4 ones in a row. But yeah, I don't know. I was thinking it was 2211. I was like, it kind of makes sense, but like actually it's 2311. Yeah, never mind. That's just the way it goes. All right, so our sound preferences work, right? We can come down here and we can say bloop, false. Sounds are now disabled. All right, so a new message came in. New message 1. That's not a 1. New message 1, right? No sounds. We can re-enable sounds. New message 2. Sounds work. We can disable this guy. New message 3. No sound. We can turn this back on. True. New message 4. Sound. Cool. Let's just do it. Okay. And then we can say new message, file name, home, ramp, Pidgin, login.wave, save, new message 5, disable this, get no sound, re-enable this, disable all sounds. Yep. Turn sounds back on. Delete this. Cool. Ooh. That does it. Yeah. And now it should be relatively straightforward to put additional sounds and stuff in, and they're all encapsulated to the sound manager, and we're good to go. I thought you were going, man. But yeah. So after this, the next step is to build the preference page for it. Which that's going to get a little complicated because of the file manager and selecting things and blah, blah, blah. But that's okay. And yeah, I don't know that I necessarily want to do themes again. We'll see, right? There's only a handful of sounds and stuff. So like doing like a full-blown theme for it seems a little much. But maybe there's a different approach to this stuff too. So like previously the themes were like everything was split up into different parts. So like there were contact list themes, there was sound themes, there was icon themes, there was conversation themes. Maybe there's just like a global theme or something, or I don't know, right? It's something to look at, something to play with. All right, issue branch, sound manager, Pidgin, great, manager for sounds, Pidgin sound manager keeps track of everything related to sounds and the playing of them. Sure. Following the turtles. Doc check. Pidgin Sound Manager is not documented. It should be. I must have messed up the doc comment. Pidgin D Sound Manager. Manager for event sounds. This will connect all the signals to lit purple and play sounds if the user has enabled them. Sure. And then get new message enabled is not defined. Get new message Pidgin sounds again. This is why we have this turtles target. It catches my mistakes. Rather than wasting somebody's time to do it. Oh, but you could just use AI. AI doesn't necessarily know that all of this. And maybe you could train it this way. Maybe. But you still got to review it. So are you really saving time? I don't know. Sound manager new. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, huh? Yep, look at that. The purple core instance. Also, the way we built those mapping functions too, we can reuse them for every sound. So we don't have to reproduce them or anything. We just have to write the new function to handle the stuff right for it. It will be good to go. Yeah, it's already been an hour and a half. Okay, it's fine. How is Microsoft able to F up Skype so bad? Have you used anything they've used? Like, that's just kind of their bread and butter. Just mess stuff up, right? Make it worse. Send a bunch of messages after editing the settings by hand without issue. Also called in the turtles. But yeah, I don't know. Skype. I was never a big user of Skype anyway, so I don't have like nostalgic memories like a lot of people do. I don't know that we need that. We'll see if somebody asks on the review. Yeah, hold on. Let's fix that. There's another way we can do this, and we should do it that way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this gparam construct, and what that'll do is that'll force the setter to always get called. And if the property wasn't set, it gets past null. So that means we don't need this. Everything should still work. Remember using Messenger but not Skype? Yeah, I use Messenger a little bit. Like I had Skype installed once or twice, but I wasn't sitting on a call with anyone for it. If anything, for like voice and video calls back in the day, I used Yahoo. Oh, that's that person problem we have to fix. Okay, no, that's right. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. We need to do this. Oh, that's annoying. Um, this construct, this property, whatever. This should fix the problem. We don't get notified of it, which is probably fine. Let's see what happens. Also, how's it going, Agent? Welcome, welcome. And Dan, that's your first message today, right? I think so. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Cool. Okay, so that fixes the sound. So the problem we ran into is this didn't happen because this is null and this is null. If the value is null, set the default. Okay, that didn't do anything here. We're going to see if this makes a difference. Like, does it say it, set it in the file or something? I don't know. See, this is dumb because, like, I don't know how we're gonna make this work in the thing. Like, I don't know how we're gonna make this say default is the concern. Okay. Oh, okay. You can call get default value. Oh, right. The value here should be an empty string. Okay, that's how we should work that. Okay, I remember that from last night now. Yeah. So I don't think we need that. This is pull request. 4535. Oh. Okay, that's all fine. Sound manager, whatever. We might want to split this line. See how it looks here. Oh, we should probably have. All right, sound manager out of 8. We don't need a water in here at all. Okay. Sure. Okay, cool. Couple revisions, it's fine. Not the end of the world. 45, 35. That stuff's all fine. Just realized we should have a build job that compiles everything with C++. But, yeah. I still don't know if I like that line wrap. Or let's see what it looks like here. And let's just get rid of it. Do. Okay. Alright, ad's starting in about a minute. I gotta get water and pee. So we'll do that here in a minute. Turtles. Okay, that looks fine. Cool. Alright, I like it. Turtles passed. They're passing. Cool. Alright, I'll be right back. Whoa. Alright, sorry about that. Just close enough to Slater's food time, so I did his food. Alright, we're gonna try this again. I ain't cleaning the office because there's no time. So, alright, let's not lose the monitor this time. Whee! Alright, much better. Okay, we did not lose a monitor. Okay. Oh. Sit stand for the win. I almost said for the wind. Stand for the wind, yes. Alright. Well, we gotta go through Ivan's Hope pull request and then we'll do the prefix thing. Okay. Yep, cool. Right, so like we got into this habit a while ago. And like it's not Ivan's Hope fault. I used to do it all the time too. Is like we linked everything all the time, right? But like when you look at the docs, right? So like docs.imfreedom.org, even for G plugin. Let's go to manager, right? So like sure, find plugins with ID. Alright, so like a list model G object, cool. Alright, the list, blah blah, that's what it returns. But like okay, maybe it's not here. Is this not linked right? This might not be linked right. We might have to fix that. Alright, let's go to purple. You're not even aware Pidgin was still an actual yeah, we never really stopped. For an IRC client, nice. But how's it going? Welcome, welcome, Ham Reborn. How are you? Like, we never went anywhere. People just moved on because Pidgin 2 couldn't really support modern chat stuff and didn't for a long time. Like, Pidgin 2 still doesn't do a good job supporting stuff, but, I mean, it's there. Well, I'm trying to think of an example. But anyways, you don't end up needing to do this stuff, so, yeah. Also, you see Milwaukee Watch, assuming it's Milwaukee I'm familiar with. That would be Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So, maybe? I don't know. But yeah. You're in Appleton? Oh, cool, cool. Are you a ham? I'm guessing you're a ham by your name. Were you by chance here for, if you're a ham, were you by chance here for CypherCon and at the ham ward, or the ham village? You were not? Okay. I'm like, so I was there too, but. Alright, cool. Yep. Yeah, see, this works, and like we get rid of this thing in the middle, right? So like the loop just focuses on everything, and then she's like, all right, we had nothing, clear it, boom. Yeah, I don't know. This feels cleaner to me, although there should probably be a new line there. Did you get a new line on the other one? Yeah. This is a nitpick, but yeah. It always looks fine. Okay. Oh, we gotta go through. This is fixed. This is fixed. Fixed. Oh, was that fixed? I didn't see that. Test manager. Test manager was changed. Yeah, okay, cool. We should probably do it on the other one too, but whatever, it's fine. I don't care. Alright, just one stupid nitpick, and then, yeah. Alright, let's do this dang old preference. This is a Pidgin preference too, which is okay, but that's fine, that's fine. Alright. Color scheme, privacy. There should be a new line here. Schema, did that tab or space? Spaced, okay. Schema path equals Pidgin developer. ID, oh, that needs a slash. Pigeon.pigeon.pigeon3 developer. Name equals window title prefix. Type equals S. I think it's just S. I don't think we have a string in here yet. That's okay. Default is empty string. Summary. A prefix to put in window titles. Description. Can be helpful when running multiple instances to be helpful. Adding a custom prefix to the window titles can make it easier to find the correct instance when developing. Sure. Alright, we got the developer setting. Woo! Oh my gosh, I realized I never took the barcode off the bottom of this. Okay. Pidgin dev prefs dot UI. Oh, okay, that's how we'll do this. I'm like, I don't know how the hell we're actually going to implement this. Child, object, class equals, oh, wrong spot. Object, class equals ADW entry row, I think. ID equals, window title prefix. Property name equals title. Translatable. Yes. Window title prefix. Property name equals use underline. Does this have a placeholder? It might. Input purpose, I think we're just going to put general. Oh, shit. I'm spamming links to one of my other browsers. Whatever, we'll get to come back to that in a second. Property name, input, purpose. I think it's generic or freeform or something. We'll come back to that in a second. Emoji completion input hint. What's input hints? GTK input hints. Okay, it is freeform. Okay, freeform. Input hints. I guess, yeah, sure. We'll say spell check, sure. Looks like it's one word. Okay. And then we need to check if there's placeholder here. Add water, entry row. I'm pretty sure it has. What the hell? Attributes, emoji, input hints, input purpose, max length, show apply button, text length, add water preference row, title selectable, use markup, use underline. It does not have placeholder. I thought there was something you could put in here. Oh, the title that doubles as a placeholder text. Okay, whatever. Oh. That's all right. Okay, tools, preferences, development, window title prefix. What is this about? And why is it not working? Like a broken icon. Yeah, I don't know why it's a broken icon. Let's do that quick. If that makes a difference. No, guess we don't really need the overhead cam anymore. Yeah, why is the icon messed up? Like, it doesn't make sense because, like... Oh, these are all broke too. Why is the icon all broke? Alright, I don't know. Well, I guess we can look at it, but... It's broke everywhere else and we're just not doing anything. Myself can show the apply button. Does this default to true? Defaults to false, yeah. Max length, show apply. All this looks fine. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, so that's the start of that. So here's the problem with this. as an idea, this is good. As an implementation, this is problematic because how do I know the old title or the old prefix to get rid of it? Like I have to store it as a separate property on the window. Like right now, we don't actually set these. Yeah, we're not setting a title at all. This is just weirdness that we're doing. Right, so the problem is like, okay, so I want to set the title. Well, there's only one title property, right? And I want to put a prefix in front of it. Okay, but then I go and change the right, so whatever. So then the window becomes, dev or stream : Pidgin 3, right? All right, but then we need to change the prefix. How do I get rid of the old prefix and get back to the original title so that I can update it and change the prefix? That's the problem. Maybe they're like, I don't know. Let's see. GTK window. Deletable. Destroy with parent. Display. Focus visible. Focus widget. Full screen gravity. Hide menu bar. Hide on close. Icon name is active. Maximized. Modal. Resizable. Startup. Suspended. Title. Title bar. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Notification window, I don't think has anything. Yeah, just show menu bar. Menu bar, register session, screensaver active. So we can get a list of windows, and that's great, but doesn't really help us get active window. That's really dumb. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know how to deal with this. And I don't want to build a whole new different title property and stuff to make it work. Started implementing this. but we run into a chicken and egg problem. Changing the prefix. We need to store the original title somewhere. So update stuff. And the only reasonable way to do that is via another property. Only reasonable way can come up with right now is to use another property, and that seems like too much work for this at the moment. Yeah, I I got no other way to do this, right? Maybe if we overwrite the property handler? Not overwrite, override. Because you can override properties. And if we overrode the getter to add the prefix to whatever they give us, let's try that quick. It's weird and annoying, but that might be the way to go. We don't have any properties? Wow, okay. Prompt title. Yeah. That's weird, but it's okay. I missed her. Later's confused. Here, do this. I thought the chair went higher. All right. G object class override property. Register's property ID is referring to a property with a name in the parent class or an interface implemented by O class. This allows a class to override a property implementation in a parent class or to provide an implementation of a property from an interface. Internally, overriding is implemented by creating a property of type gparam_spec override. Generally, operations that query the properties of the object class, such as get, find property, or whatever, will return the overridden property. However, in one case, the construct property's argument to the constructor virtual function gparam_spec override is passed instead, so that the param ID field of gparam_spec ID will be correct. For virtually all uses, this makes no difference. If you need to get the overridden property, you can call get redirect target. Might need to do that, but we'll see. So we're going to call this, and we should be able to do the rest of this. It's going to get a little funky, but we'll see what happens. Signals, G object, class, override, property, object class. We give it our property ID. I've done this in a few places, but it's been a while. Yeah. Object class, get property, Pidgin display window, get property, class, set property, Pidgin display window. Um, yeah, we'll see what happens. Like, we're still going to use the original property for it. We're just going to modify it and then try to set it that way, and we'll see what happens. Stop. Oh. G param spec BSPC. Pidgin. Actually, we don't need that yet. That's fine. Switch param ID. Case prop title. G value set string. GTK window get title. GTK window break default G object warn invalid property ID. Pidgin display window set property. Switch param ID default G object warn invalid property param ID PSPC break. Alright, so case title. Oh, it still has the same problem. Fuck. Oh, no. This should be fine. Wait. Yeah, this should be okay. So we want to pass in the window. We want to pass in the string and the thing to set. Or what do they say? We're supposed to use gparam spec get redirect target. Gparam spec get redirect target. Okay, that gives me the other piece back. This doesn't actually help me though. If the param spec redirect operations to another param spec that returns that param spec. Redirect is used typically for providing a new implementation of a property in a derived type while preserving all the properties from the parent type. Redirection is established by creating a property of type gparam spec override. See blah, for example, to use this. I guess what we need to check is okay, that just calls GTK window set title. Man, we gotta learn how all the accessibility stuff works here. What are you whoopsing? Alright, 415. Made a bug and prod? Yeah. So did I. Oh, sure. Now it's not happening. We really need to finish getting Zulip working, too. Oh, this one's me, too. There's another one. Which apparently hasn't happened in a bit. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so, yeah, this is fine. All right, so we should just be able to do this. I'll put this in helpers. Your bug make 3 pages of alerts in Zabbix? Nope, I don't have Zabbix. But it spit out a bunch of stuff on my terminal. G settings, star settings. Was no. Yeah, we can do it this way. It's a little weird, but it's okay. Yours did? Nice. High score? Oh, actually, it's just GTK window get application, right? Yeah. No, GTK application. Only about 150 alerts? Ah. We get the settings, and we need a purple core. Purple core, new settings. Core. What did we name this thing? I guess it was already named. Then we're going to say prefix equals G settings, get string settings, comma. What was the key? Window title prefix. New car star new title equals Yeah, we're just gonna put the two strings right together. If you want a separator, you can control it. Oop. Okay, this might work. Oh, yeah, that's wrong. 84. Oh, did I actually save? Yeah. Compiles. Does it blend? Oh, the problem. Oh, okay, well, we have to fix that too. Okay, but that's okay. Okay. Oh, idiot. So, a couple things. First, I'm dumb. um, I don't have developer mode on. Oh, that's purple core. All right, yep. So then we need to say Pidgin 3 / developer, right? That's what it was. Oh, it's Pidgin developer. All right. It should be Pidgin 3 developer. We should probably clean those up, but that's okay. Then it's window title prefix equals devenv. I didn't wire up the preference window at all. Okay, that did not work. That's somewhat okay. Let's do this quick. Okay, so that part got called. It doesn't look like our override got called. Why is our override not getting called? G warning. Letting override overridden title. Sure. Our override did not get called. Oh no, there it is. Okay, so our override got called. What happened then? Oh, oh no, it's right there. Oh, debug away. I guess it'll be real fast. Just make it go. Son of a bitch. Said it is not a Pidgin application. The title's being set up beforehand. Yeah, how's it going along with Chris? So I am currently underemployed. I am out of my contract hours for the week, so I'm streaming. And yes, that means if anybody can help support, please do. Because I am currently looking for work. Because, as I said, I am underemployed. So the other option here is to just grab the default core, which should work all the time. Good, but I've been in the job search for a while now. Yeah. I know. It's shitty. Hey, it worked. Cool. So it's stupid, but now I know this is the DevEnv Pidgin 3 and not my normal instance or the streaming instance. So, nice. So there's still more stuff to do here. Like this isn't going to update right now, which is okay. Right, like that's not going to make a difference. We have to fix that part, but that's okay. That's doable. Yeah, I was hoping we could do that with property bindings, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. Or is it? No, this is still the same damn problem. Fuck. Right, so the window title right now is DevEnv Pidgin 3. That's what it is. So when I change it here, like I don't get the old value. Once per change event that affects all the settings object, emitted when a key is potentially changed. Yeah, like it doesn't have the old value. Like cool. But like I can't get the old value out of there to do anything. Fuck. Alright, well, we tried. And we failed. Maybe there's a better way to do this. Yeah. Did I ever commit this? Yeah. So we kind of made it work, but it's not going to work. That's okay. All right. Anyways, we need to come back here. We need to fix that bug in purple person. So the bug is we are not... Wait, we're supposed to be setting an ID. Where's constructed? We don't have a constructed. That's the problem. Okay. Oh, no. There it is. It's in the wrong spot. So, what's the beef here? Failed to save person. Failed to step statement. Not null constraint. Person. Dot person ID. I'm looking in the wrong spot. I don't know how we didn't catch this before. It's not even there. I can't think of the file name. Not reference. Resources. Contact manager. Statements. Insert. Person. Properties. Like. Yep. Do we really name it person? Thing too? Okay, it's person ID here, that's fine. Alright, this should do it. But I don't know how this worked on the unit test. We should have gotten the same error unless we're not testing that part. It should be. Nope. Failed to save person, failed to step statement, not null constraint, person dot person ID. What did I mess up then? Oh, am I in the wrong table? No, failed to save person. Yeah, not null primary key, person ID. Insert person properties. Should just be ID. I'm in the test. Contact manager, Seagull, backend. Like, we don't need to do this? We need to figure out why that's not failing on this, because it should be. Oh, maybe we didn't add the person right? Not null constraint fail. I'm 99% sure it's that, but we'll verify that way. No. That is not the code in question. How is... What the fuck is going on here? This is going to be in the manager, right? Yeah, okay. Save person finish is failing. Where are we failing? Because we didn't make it to properties. Alright, we should... No, contact should be good. And before people are like, why aren't you using a debugger? This is all asynchronous and a whole bunch of other shit, and debugging it with a debugger is a pain in the ass. So it's just easier to do printf debugging. I've got to be in the wrong function. That's just... Like, we're not even making it to this point. You don't typically have that in C, no. Like, you can, like, I can set a breakpoint and go that way, but, like, I just don't want to deal with any of that noise. Alright, we've got to be here, right? Like, even then, the stack trace doesn't help me. I need to, like, jump around in the code and figure out what's going on. And right now, it's just easier to narrow it in and bisect it with messages. The other problem is there's so much debug output here, too. There's some... Oh, okay, wait. So, yes, we made it to the first step. Okay, cool. But not here? Well, I gotta close this window. It's getting cold. Very breezy. Very breezy. Actually, I'm gonna close the other one too. Right back. Closed all the windows because it's 64 in the house. which is 17. Well, 18C. It's a bit cold, a bit chilly in the house. Okay. We are in the function. It's just, it's up there, so I wasn't seeing it, which is dumb, but okay. So it should be this that's failing. But... yeah, okay, hold on. It's because these are out of order, but like I don't understand why the unit test didn't fail on this. And I guess we didn't add any context to it. So like you have to do the properties first because that's what creates. So here, look. So if we look at the statements, right? There's insert person contacts, and this has the person ID, the contact, and blah blah blah. This has got to be the one that's failing. Which means the unit test is incomplete and not working right. But let's go back here and look at. Oh, this might fix it right now. It might not. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it looks like it fixed it. Maybe. Yeah. So, why did the unit test pass? Right, so now SQLite 3, context.db, select star from people, from person. Okay, right. Select star from person contacts. Well, that shouldn't be empty anyways. So that's another problem. Fuck. We have to fix these unit tests. Feel like the unit test should be catching all of this. You just stick little Bobby tables into the person table? Yeah, yeah. He could be a hidden user. Why? Did this not get finished or something? Yeah, we could do that. We delete the old contacts. We clear the existing statement. This is wrong. It should be here. Contact account ID. So, like, this pull request got slowly written over, like, months. And I think it's clear that that's the case. Oh. Mm-hmm. So typically our stance is, this doesn't necessarily make sense, but like, we don't want to abort when you couldn't load a single contact. We want to message about it and maybe do something better about it, but like, it seems like it's a better idea when we're trying to read everything off of the database that we give you as much as we can, rather than just being like, yep, you're done. One of them failed. It took everything, right? Because that's not good for anybody. But like, how do we gracefully fail here is the question. And this whole thing looks like it needs to be overhauled. Or not overhauled, but better cleaned up. Okay, so that didn't error. We might not even be at this part in the code. Do we crash? Oh, no, it's over here. My mouse was just over on the other screen. Okay, so we didn't either we didn't error or we didn't make it here. I need to stop building the docks and stuff here to make this go faster. Okay, so we made it past that code. So we bound the contact ID. That made it past review. It happens. Oh, that was the sequel that showed. Okay, so failed to get column account. Okay, so failed to find a parameter account ID. Okay, so we're doing better. We probably don't have anything in contacts yet. Yep. We got person. Wait, who the what? What was the error? Failed to find a parameter named account ID. Who the hell? Where just has an account ID? Oh, unless it's okay. Hold on. No. Unless it's in the delete person helper now. No, because that should just have person ID. What the fuck, man? Backend delete contact helper. That should be fine. That shouldn't be a big deal. Contact account ID, contact person ID. Oh, what the fuck, man? No, actually, I could have stayed in there anyways. Okay, all these statements look fine. So that, I think we're past that part. We can verify that quick. Yep. This got to be in bind object. Okay, so we start off. Oh, we don't even bind object. We bind the person. Okay, hold on. I don't know. I save person IDs. Whatever. Unless I have another statement wrong somewhere, which is possible. It's funny, I close the windows. It's so much warmer in here already. 66, apparently, according to that thermostat. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, so that looks okay. Failed to get column account ID. This is one we're reading. This is one we're reading. Load person. Oh, the other thing. Save load should be before this. We're gonna get rid of the local error thing. We don't actually need it. All right, that's the line we had to change because it was wrong. Load person contacts, load person tags. We read the person ID. Pull that out. Could be this guy. Query person contacts. Right. This is just fucking wrong. My goodness. I'm really good at getting stuff past reviewers, apparently. These aren't the column names. Like, at least I don't think they are. They've got query contact or person contacts. There's just a person ID, and then it's supposed to be contact account ID and contact account or contact ID. Like, oh, we got to delete that 1373. And we have to figure out why the unit test didn't catch any of this. Okay, and we got duplicate people everywhere, which is a different problem, but... Yay! Okay. Loaded 8 people. Fucking hell. What the hell? Was it 1373? There it is. Yeah. Okay. What a pain in the butts. Alright, Okay, I'm not sure why we're getting double everyone, but that's something we're gonna have to figure out later. I only have one demo account on, right? Yeah. All right. Either way, we made a bunch of progress here on fixing that nonsense, but there's more to go. But we got to write unit test and figure that all out, and that's not going to happen right now, because I got to go run some errands and eat dinner and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, we're gonna go back and raid Dennis, aka Last Miles. He raided us last night. We will raid him now. And I'll be back on later tonight, but in the meantime, if you don't want to join the raid, go ahead and hit cancel up above chat. YouTube, I don't think he has a link to a YouTube. I don't think he multi-streams. But here's a link to his Twitch channel. So, thank you everybody for coming by today. I will be back in a couple hours. But otherwise, you can find links to all my social media right over here, including my Mastodon, where I do post when I'm going to go live. So if you're on the Fediverse, you can go follow over there or whatever. Also, be sure to check out the official Pidgin Zulip server. Zulip is an open source chat network and protocol, blah, blah, blah. They host a server for us. It's good times. And at some point, I'll actually finish the damn protocol plugin for it. So anyways, I'll be back in a few hours. Have a good one. Catch you all later. Bye.